Hi, my name is Angelo Lopez. I am a fine artist in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I have the great pleasure today to speak to a good friend and a fellow artist, Angela Hsu. Now, today we'll be talking about Angela's art as well as Angela's experience as an artist. So, thank you, Angela, for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you, Angelo, for inviting. Hi,
Oh,
I'm Angela. It's
hi.
nice meeting you all here.
Yeah, I guess I can start out by asking, what do you love about art?
Mhm.
And um, who are your artist heroes and heroines? So how did you get started?
Yeah, so the seed was planted when I was in college. So I know a
Oh,
lot of artists, they like art since the young kid, but it was not my case. As a kid, I like music. So
oh,
I pick up piano, I pick up clarinet, everything music, but not art. And none of my friends know, or even my family know I have a talent in art, and I didn't know neither.
oh,
So it was in a college time, there is the art exhibition a French museum called Musée Rosé.
oh,
They
yeah, yeah, yeah,
came
yeah, yeah,
visit. They came
yeah.
art on loan in Taiwan. Yeah,
Oh,
in Kaohsiung. So at that time, I was a college student. I attended the exhibition, and I was amazed by all the artists. How can they be so creative, and how can they paint something so lively?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at that time, I admired them, but I had never picked up a paintbrush
Oh,
not until mid of my 30th. I
yeah,
have something happen in my life unexpectedly, and I have a lot of time. I don't
yeah,
know what
yeah,
to
yeah,
do,
yeah, yeah,
so I started. Okay, maybe I can try painting, which I always admire
yeah.
the artist, and I want to be maybe someday a Monet or Renoir.
Oh, okay. Are they your heroes,
Yes,
Renoir? Okay,
yes, yes.
okay.
I'm fascinated by Impressionists. They
Yeah,
are innovative, they are pioneer at their time.
yeah.
When nobody painted outdoor, they just take the train and then paint the Seine River and paint the people
Yeah.
in the party. So I admire their courage because they lost in all the competition. That's why
Yeah,
they created a salon together for
yeah.
their own celebration of art. So I
Oh,
admire all of them.
and there's color too.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that leads to my question.
Mhm.
So you do various mediums, right?
Yes.
Now, what is your favorite medium? What is your favorite subject matter?
Mhm.
And what are you trying to say in your art?
Yeah, my favorite is still oil.
Oh,
I
okay.
started with acrylic, and then one of my art teachers she suggested me, hey, can you want to try oil? We
Oh,
can test it out because the oil has a lot of stretch in
yeah,
color, and the color is so vibrant
yeah.
than the acrylic. And I'm a slow painter, so acrylic tend to dry too fast.
Yeah.
I'm not the mixing color, but the paint is already dry, so
Oh, yeah, yeah. But you don't mind
oil.
the smell?
Oil I paint outdoor.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
'Cause
I paint like a open space similar to
oh,
this
yeah,
place, like in my backyard.
plein air, right? Is that
I
what it's
paint
called?
in the backyard, so it's open air.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is your favorite subject matter then the outdoors?
Yes. So I love nature. I love birds, butterfly, and landscape. Those are my
Oh,
frequent art
well, I
subjects.
kind of figure if you're always painting outdoors, right?
Yes, and when I see the butterfly
Yeah.
flying above us, I was so happy. Maybe we should stop recording and start painting.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you're painting outdoors, what message
Mhm.
do you want to have for your painting?
I want people to see the nature, the beauty of the nature.
Oh, okay.
Butterfly has so many colors and it's so bright.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, they want to attract, yeah,
Oh,
the mate and they just shine, beautify the world with their color, vivid color. And
yeah.
I just want people to watch my painting, see my painting, and then feel like, yeah, nature has a lot of good stuff. Let's go out, stop playing video games.
Yeah, I'm starting to watch. Yeah, it's flying pretty. No, I'm guessing
Yes,
in your backyard, do you have a lot of flowers? Because like
yes.
butterflies are attracted to
Oh
flowers.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and I also have hummingbird
Oh,
and the
yeah, yeah,
squirrel visiting because I have a
yeah.
pine tree.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, okay, you've been in various venues
Mhm.
and stuff. Now, what has been your experience in galleries, open studios, coffee shops,
Mhm.
libraries. And what has been the best venue for connecting your art to an audience that will appreciate your art? Because I know that's an issue with a lot of artists. It's just,
Oh
how do I
yeah.
find somebody who likes my art,
I
right?
know, right? Yeah, so I've been exhibiting in Sunnyvale area a lot in the
Oh,
cafe, restaurant, and also library show. And one thing I find interesting is
no.
whenever I have an exhibition, I post it online.
Yeah.
That's where my Facebook friends they say, "Hey, Angela, you have a talented in painting. Can you do commission art for me?"
Oh, okay, okay.
So
That's how you get your jobs.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's like the actual exhibition doesn't generate any interest among the people in the area, but online there are a lot of fans
Yeah,
that will
yeah.
cheer for me and my exhibition and even give me some commission out of
Oh, that's
the.
cool. So it's just the photos of the exhibition
Mhm.
that get you a job, not the
Yes,
actual exhibition.
yes, you're right.
Oh, okay. Now, so it's the Facebook that's been your best venue for
Yes.
connecting to people and
Yes,
stuff.
I also have Instagram. Some friends are in Instagram, but
Oh,
Facebook is still where most of my friends they are on, and then they will ask me, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you paint that for
oh,
me?"
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know with me, my wife wants me to exhibit, but
Mhm.
it's because there's not enough room in my place. So she
Mm.
wants to get rid of the paint because it's all over the place, right?
I had the same problem.
Yeah, so I tried to exhibit in a lot of places just so that we have room.
Right. That's smart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you're from Taiwan,
Mhm.
right? Okay. How has it been exhibiting in Taiwan?
Yeah, since 2018, we started exhibiting in Taiwan and a group of online friends. We also met each other on Facebook.
Oh,
So we have some life experience, similar life experience, and then we also get out of the bad experience by art, like
oh, yeah,
dedicate our time into art.
yeah.
So we form a group that will exhibit our art at a remote island around Taiwan. So
Oh,
every
yeah. I didn't know that.
year,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I'm going back to Taiwan this summer too because I have an
Oh,
exhibition in Mazu. It's a remote island close to China. So
oh,
yeah, Mazu is an island in between China and Taiwan, and that's
oh.
where my next exhibition will be.
Oh, that's cool. How
Yeah.
how's those, how have been those exhibitions? Has it been nice to connect to like?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
So my friend and I we started online chat on the Facebook Messenger,
oh,
and we share our life experience and say, hey, I can relay your experience, and then we say, hey, we both love art. Why not start an exhibition
oh,
with the artist who has the same situation?
yeah.
So we started in Penghu, one island in Taiwan, and then we went to Kinmen last year. This
Oh,
year we're going to Mazu. So all these are remote islands. We
oh,
travel to meet new friends, and then we also exhibit
oh.
our art there.
When you have your art, do you make new friends from the people
Yes,
who come to the
yes,
exhibit?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah, that's always been my dream and stuff. It's just
Mhm.
that when you do coffee shops, you don't really know and stuff, right?
Mhm.
I get sales in there, but I
Right.
don't actually meet the people and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and stuff.
Oh.
And I'm like you and stuff. A lot of my,
Mhm.
except for the bean scene, for
Yeah.
whatever reason, the bean scene, I used to get a lot of sales
Oh
and
wow!
stuff. Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, but but mostly online too and stuff.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
sees my work, but I think you're right. I should try that. If I take a photo of an exhibit of my work,
Mhm.
maybe that'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, and congratulations. You
Oh,
sold some of the painting over
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. But I
Yeah,
think
good for
it's
you.
cool for you though because it's like you're connecting to your community.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think that part is that. I mean, more rewarding than selling my art because you make connection with the
oh,
people who have the same experience and who
yeah,
have the same interest.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's a little bit more impersonal in Silicon Valley.
right,
Yeah, yeah. So,
right.
well, okay. Well, you do both abstract
Mhm.
art and you do realistic art,
Right.
right? And stuff. What do you love about both?
I love realistic because it trained my skill, how I mix color and
Yeah.
how I did my composition, my
Yeah.
drawing. I practice all of the skills through the realistic.
Yeah.
And for the abstract, I just love how you just let go your ego. You just let it happen, whatever it happens, especially acrylic pouring. I
Oh.
enjoy doing acrylic pouring because you just put all the paint and then you let the uh, paint
Oh, yeah, yeah,
flow
yeah.
on the canvas. You
And it's
just let
pretty. It's
go.
very beautiful,
It
right?
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You have no control how it turns out. Just like life, you have no control. You try,
Oh,
but you just couldn't. You just go with the flow and see how it turned out. It turned out beautiful. Okay, good.
yeah, yeah. Now, is part of that with abstract painting? It's the lack of control is what appeals to you.
That is, yeah, my experience. I know a lot of great abstract artists.
Yeah.
They have an idea of how this should go, but I'm not there yet.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but that's good though, because like, like realism.
Mhm.
I tend to be a very tight artist. I admire
Mm,
people who are loose, right?
right.
And one of the great things about abstract art is
Mhm.
it's very, you kind of, it's like jazz. So
Right.
somebody, an artist told me that like realism is like classical music because
Oh,
you have to do every note right and stuff.
okay.
Whereas, abstract artists like jazz, where you just kind of go off a riff and you go wherever you want it to go, right?
Oh, I like that. I like classic and I like jazz and
Yeah, yeah. But
yeah,
they're very different, right?
right.
Yeah, yeah. Is
Yeah.
that what you find with your? Because I know when
Mhm.
I do realism basically to work on my craft, to
Mm,
become a better art. To just you know paint better and stuff.
right.
Is that sort of like with you? Because I got to get the color right. I got to
Yes.
get this right and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same here. Same experience.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's I guess I'm the same way. I'm just trying to think.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah. It's just I don't do enough abstract. When you do, which do you do more, abstract or realism?
Now I'm still focused on realism.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
abstract is more like a for fun. When I don't want to use my brain, my skill, I just play with it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, okay. Well, let me get my last question.
Okay.
What do you love about art, and why is art important?
To me personally, it's more like a meditation process. I work
Oh,
in technology industry and
yeah.
yeah, it's very stressful at work sometimes because
Oh,
I am in charge of a large global project
oh,
that
I didn't know that.
yeah, you have to set up a lot of system, work with
Oh,
the 500 people to make sure everything is okay.
oh,
So I need something to escape from the
yeah,
day-to-day life.
yeah,
So what I have been doing is I paint after work.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a relaxing and just yeah, feel like something is in my control and yeah, it's
Is
beautiful.
is it kind of healing too and
Yes.
stuff? Because like I talk to other artists and they all say
Mhm.
that in the act of doing art
Mhm.
and sometimes when you view art,
Right.
it's a healing process. So,
It
like if you
does.
have some sort of like bad thing that happened to you, it's
Yes.
a good way to heal
It
and stuff.
does. It does. Yeah, so the exhibition in Taiwan, the title, the exhibition is named Art Heal Yourself.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's for us to tell our story, how we heal ourselves by painting or creating art. And
Oh,
it's also encouraging people, hey, if something happened to you, don't worry, it happened to everybody.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just need an
There's a
outlet.
universal, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And
yeah.
you just need a creative outlet. It could be writing, it could be
Oh,
painting, it could be photography. We all
yeah.
need an outlet for
Well,
those
that's what
kind
your
of things.
heroes, the Impressionists and stuff.
Yes.
They did something universal and
Hmm.
stuff that everybody can relate to and
Hmm.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
well, good for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Angelo.
Oh yeah, sure. So, thank you very much and stuff. Do you have anything to add or?
Yeah, I'm curious about you. So, what make you become a cartoonist? Why so many
Oh,
art genre you choose cartoon?
yeah. I think with me, I just loved it when I was a kid. I loved Charlie Brown.
Oh,
So that's what got me started with art and
uh-huh.
stuff. I just kept on drawing Charlie Brown all the time, and
Wow.
I love going in the library and stuff.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of a nerd, you know. When I get interested in something, I really become passionate,
Hmm.
and so I want to learn more and more and stuff. So
Right.
that's how I got into art and stuff.
Hmm.
Cartoons, fine arts.
Hmm.
I had an impressionist phase too, and I went to the Orsay. I was in Paris, across from the Louvre, is the Orsay.
Yes.
So you could go across the bridge and stuff.
Right.
I love the Impressionists. I actually like the Orsay better than the Louvre.
Me too.
Yeah, and stuff. But
Yeah.
I like the Louvre and stuff. It's just um, there's only so many Madonna paintings you can see out, and after a while you get kind of sick of it. Whereas the Orsay, I think the Orsay, one of the great things about the Impressionists, they opened up subject matter.
Right.
You didn't have to paint Jesus and Mary and
Yes.
Joseph all the time.
Religious.
Yeah. You can just paint like somebody working on the field, or like
Mhm.
yeah. That was the thing I like, but that was I'm not as much. See, the impressionists, they know color.
Mhm.
That's my weakness
Yeah.
and stuff. My weakness is color. I'm because I love comic strips. I do line and
Right.
stuff. So, but I don't know. Does that answer your question? I guess.
It does. It
Oh,
does.
oh, hi.
Hi again.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, since you're talking about the Orsay, you tell me about it and stuff. Because I went there in 1999.
Mhm.
What year did you go?
I went in 2015 and 2016. I went back
Wow.
2 years in consecutively because I couldn't finish visiting all the museums. And I also wanted to visit Monet's garden. So the
Oh, yeah.
first year I visited the museum, second year I visited the garden.
Oh, okay. Now, what did? Okay, you said you loved the Orsay the best,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, a lot better than the Louvre, right?
Oh yes.
I didn't go to Monet's gardens. What was that like?
It's like Monet has a vision of what he want to paint, and
Oh.
then he built a garden based on his vision, so he can
Oh, I didn't know
paint.
that. Oh, okay.
So there is a Japanese bridge, and there is a water lily pond, and there are a
Oh,
lot of water lily.
I just thought he found that like it was.
No, and what amazed me is he planted the color. He thought
Oh,
about the color, the contrast, the complementary color, and then he
oh,
painted the flower based on what he wanted.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's like a composed his painting before he even built a garden.
Yeah. I think one of the things about the Monet and the Impression, they're good at color.
Oh yeah.
Because I started out in cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
I'm better at line than
Mm.
in color and stuff. So I never thought of color as my strength and stuff. So yeah, but I didn't get a chance to go to Monet's gardens. It was either that
Yeah.
or Versailles, and my
Oh.
friends wanted to go to Versailles and stuff. So
Oh.
yeah, and that was nice too. But it's not, it's actually pretty empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stuff. So I was like, but yeah, I didn't get to go to the Orsay, or no, actually I did go to the Orsay. But you told me that there's a place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you call that.
Musée Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also Monet's museum, and it's a
Oh.
large canvas like
Uh-huh.
on the wall. And when you sit there, you just feel like you're by the pond, and then you hear all the wind.
Oh.
It's a place you can sit there, and then you can just do nothing for an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, if
Wow.
you want, you can go to a close up, look at all his brush strokes.
Yeah.
How he create the illusion on it's a flower using three brush strokes.
Yeah. I like him also because he's large.
Oh yeah.
I know some of his paintings are small and
Mhm.
stuff, but I just remember that a lot of his pond paintings are
Yes.
large. They're
Yes.
huge paintings and
It
stuff.
is.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I kind of, that was always my dream to be
Mhm.
like that and
Mhm.
stuff. But I live in a small condo. But you got it back. Is that part of your inspiration for your backyard? Was that he did most of his paintings at home, and it was
Mhm.
such a beautiful home.
Mhm.
Is for you part of the thing with painting in your backyard? You're kind of like a small version of Monet's garden.
I'm not there yet. I only plant vegetable and fruit so I can
Okay.
eat. I'm not
Okay.
there yet.
Oh, okay. But you have flowers.
Oh yeah, I have flower too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we're talking and stuff, there's a butterfly flying over us and stuff.
It does.
Yeah. And I think part of your yard, because of the flowers, you're gonna get,
Mm-hmm.
butterflies. You're gonna
Yes.
get hummingbirds. You're gonna
Yes.
get, yeah. I like nature, but I haven't really painted nature and stuff. I haven't really painted except maybe a bird and stuff because I'm slow.
Oh,
I think in order to I have to take a photo of something
right.
before I paint it because it moves.
I know.
But by the time I do my first pencil line, it's gone
Yes.
and stuff. So
Yes.
I'm too slow of a painter.
But you paint in acrylic.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Same with
yeah, yeah, yeah,
acrylic
yeah.
before it's
But
even
I'm a
dry.
slow. But you know what I do is I water it down.
Okay.
So I water down the acrylic. So for my canvas paintings,
Hmm.
I paint it normally and
Okay.
stuff. But for I actually should try oil, but I don't. I'm worried about the smell, and I
Oh,
paint indoors, right, and stuff.
okay.
So, but for when I do, when I'm doing canvas, I
Hmm.
do kind of like normally.
I
But
see.
when I do watercolor paper,
Hmm.
I really water down the acrylic, so it's like watercolor paper. Or so it's like
Interesting.
so I paint my acrylics like so when I do my cartoons and my illustrations,
Hmm.
it's really watered down acrylic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I the same rules as watercolor and
Uh-huh.
stuff. That's how I do it and stuff. And
So
so
instead of adding white to your acrylic, you water it down so
yeah,
the
yeah.
color looks brighter.
And then I layer, and then
Okay.
I layer, and then I layer. So like I think one of the things with wash is you want those transparent layers and
Right.
stuff. But I put so much layer to strengthen the colors and
Hmm.
stuff. And so I do pen and ink,
Okay.
and then I overlay the acrylic, watered down acrylic,
Hmm.
and then I do a quick wash. And then sometimes I go to Photoshop and
Oh,
stuff. But if I just want to exhibit, I just frame it and stuff. So,
okay.
okay, where do you frame your stuff?
Where?
Yeah, yeah.
I try to frame it myself if
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
the material available. But for the
Michaels?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Michaels or Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if I wanted to be perfectly framed, I go to Michaels to get a professional framer.
Oh, when you say that, you mean mats and
Yes,
frames? Oh,
matte and the frame. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know how to do the matte thing, how to cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky. One of my first jobs after college was working in Michaels. I was a framer for a while. So if you have the equipment and stuff, it's not that hard. And when you're in college, you have to learn how to cut mats and stuff. Because I was in San Jose State,
Oh my
and one
gosh.
of the things they required was you learning how to. So you got to get the mat knife, you got to get the ruler, the T square, and all that
Hmm.
stuff. But it's not that hard. You just got to. But that was for like maybe a year. That was my job because when you leave college,
Right.
you have no idea how to start an art career, right?
I see.
Yeah, and I needed to pay the rent and stuff, but I wanted to be close to my art and stuff.
Is
So,
it pay well?
no, it's terrible. And I think what happened was when I was a framer and stuff, we were really behind in Christmas, and
Ooh,
that was bad because all these people wanted their Christmas stuff done so they can make it as presents.
right.
Yeah, so that was like '92, and there was an Aaron Brothers in Sunnyvale,
Okay.
and we panicked. The entire staff worked overtime to get all of these orders done and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a big headache, but it was good though because it forced you to learn how to do stuff,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's not actually framing isn't that hard. You just need the equipment.
I know, right?
You just need the equipment. So you need like a little thing to like
Yes.
for the. So I don't know if they still do this, but in the back of like a wooden frame, they
Mm-hmm.
would have paper, and
Oh,
stuff. I don't do that anymore. It's because I don't have the equipment, but I do know how to cut a mat and stuff. And
right.
you can buy those things, mat
Okay.
cutters and stuff. It's not that hard and stuff. I
Okay.
could show you at some point
Yes,
and stuff.
please.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
demo.
yeah.
And do you still frame your art by
Well,
yourself?
I buy it at Michaels, or
Oh,
I used to get it at Aaron Brothers and
right.
stuff. But yeah, they're okay. I think with frames, I buy cheap,
Mm-hmm.
thin, black, have a mat and stuff. I try to keep it as simple as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have fancy frames,
Yes.
and it distracts for me. It
Uh,
distracts from the art.
I
I'd
see.
rather have a very minimum
Simple.
art frame and a minimum mat and stuff. But some people they go fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can go fancy with art, but
That's me.
yeah, yeah. No, but that's okay because your art, if it's big and it's colorful,
Mm-hmm.
the color of the art, that's the focus and stuff.
Yeah.
My art and stuff tends to be. I don't do that many. I'm going to try to do more big paintings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah. Do you do murals and stuff too, or?
I've never done that. Have
Oh,
you?
I've done some murals. I love it and stuff.
Okay. What do you like about it?
It's big. It's big,
Yeah.
and a lot of people see it and stuff.
Okay.
So I think the thing I like about like I was asking you about libraries and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. One of the things I like about libraries is people who don't know anything about art
Mm-hmm.
will see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you have no idea who sees it, but a lot of people see it.
They
You know,
do.
if you do like a artwork for a utility box, you don't know who sees it, but a lot of people will see it and
Yes.
stuff. You know, that's the good thing about public art and stuff.
Yes.
But you don't get paid much money, but you get, but it's fun. It's fun. I think that's the only thing is that a couple of years ago in the Sunnyvale Art Club, there was a person who did a talk on murals,
Okay.
and she earned money.
I know her. Yeah, I know which one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. And I kept thinking like, wow, that is, that would be my dream and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
But
recall she has a team.
yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
brain behind it, but she has somebody execute it for her.
yeah,
I was
yeah. But
wow.
I think in the beginning she did it
Oh
herself.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think the thing with murals, I did a few murals, and how do you do this? You know, there's really no direct. At least when I was doing it, there's no direction. So I had to go to library books and try to figure things out. And I would call
Oh.
museums and ask, how the heck do you do this and stuff? You know? You know?
You learn just by doing it.
Yeah, but it was trial and part.
Trial
Once
and
you learn
error.
how to do it, the actual painting is fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and stuff. But
Mhm.
you know, if you want to buy a big can, there used to be a place in Palo Alto called Accent Arts,
Okay.
and in Accent Arts, it's they used to, I needed a 14-foot long by 10-foot high canvas. They got it for me. Yeah, they
Wow.
got it for me and stuff. You know, and I thought,
Wow.
but they're gone.
What?
There, you know. So like a lot, University art is gone,
Mm-hmm.
Accent Arts is gone. The only thing left is Michael. Even Aaron Brothers is gone and stuff. And for
Oh.
me, I like going to an art. Like you can go to the computer and look it up,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd rather go to an art store and just, wow, what's here and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss that.
I do. I when I visit the Santa Cruz, there is a
Yeah, yeah,
art supply store. I can spend whole day looking at all the brushes, all the paints,
yeah,
all
yeah,
the variety of things, all the
yeah, yeah,
frames.
yeah. Like, and scratch board. What's
Yeah.
that? So I buy a
Yeah.
scratch board and
Yeah.
I work on it and I find out what it is and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at least it used to be in the university. A lot of those people are artists who need to pay the rent. And
Mm.
so if you want to ask a question about art, a lot of those people who work there are actual artists.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. And so I learned a lot from them and stuff. So, but
Mm.
yeah, not anymore and stuff. But right now we're talking in front of Triton Museum and stuff. But it's I love museums and stuff, but it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a little different and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, you know, galleries are cool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But after the first two, I was in a gallery. But after the first two art shows, my friends and family saw all of my art. So
Mm.
at the third show, less people came. The fourth,
Oh.
I don't know. Has that been that way with you and stuff, or is there consistently a lot of people?
It's like the same group of people, but I have different art in the
Oh,
exhibition. So that's probably why. And I made new friends, and new friends will want to see my art.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You get coworkers to come too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even made the invitation card. I used watercolor to paint
Oh.
on the business card size, and I made my own invitation card. I write, "Hey, you're invited to my solo exhibition," and when they receive it, they will be happy. And
Is that the best way? How do you advertise your exhibitions? I'm curious.
I would tell all my friends and family in the Bay Area.
Uh,
And I even post it on Facebook, Instagram. If they're not able to come, at least they see it online that I'm going to exhibit.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
that
wouldn't be
works?
shy. We have so many company networking events.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just tell them, yeah, I'm a Sunnyvale Art Club volunteer, and if you want to see my art, it's exhibiting at this is wedding now. And yeah, I would
Oh,
just tell everyone I meet.
yeah. I'm curious. Do you have receptions for your exhibitions?
Reception.
You put food
Mm-hmm.
and you have a drink, and then the people get to eat the food and the drink while they look
Yeah,
at the
that's
art.
new to me. I haven't done that.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it and stuff. So I was going to ask, is there a particular type of food that gets more people? Yeah, no. Because I wondered about that because I'm wondering if I had better food for my receptions, maybe more people would come. And stuff.
That's a good idea. I haven't
Yeah, yeah.
thought
You
about
may
that.
not like the artwork, but you can eat the good food.
When you advertise, you put a big.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I love receptions and stuff. But I
Yeah.
noticed that I think for any artist,
Mhm.
marketing is important.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Make sure your friends, your family, everybody know about it. Yeah.
yeah.
At least those who cheers for you will come and
Yeah.
visit. That means a lot.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
went to art school. I went to San Jose State,
Hmm.
but one of the things I wish they taught any artist is just how to market.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
because people are focused on, oh, I want to make a unique style. I want to become a good art, oil painter. I want to do
Yes.
this and that, but they don't teach you how to market and
Right.
stuff. And I keep thinking
Yeah.
that's a practical skill that every artist should know and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, okay. So okay, well, I don't know. Do you have anything else to want to ask or?
I think I want to ask you about, yeah, you paint with acrylic, sometimes you water down. And what is your favorite, like a theme to paint?
Oh, I think it depends because I do two separate things.
Hmm.
My political cartoons are very political,
Okay.
and my fine art I try to keep as non-political as I can and stuff
Okay.
because I think is if you think about politics all the time, I don't think it's good for your mental health
Oh, it's
and stuff. So because I don't want. I notice in politics they try to make you as angry as you can be, and I don't want to
right.
be that angry all the time.
Right.
So with my fine art, that's sort of an escape from any cause I believe in. I just put in my political art, and
Okay.
so my fine art, I just like to laugh.
Yeah.
I liked when I was a kid, I loved the Three Stooges. I
Oh.
loved Abbott and Costello.
Hmm.
Those kind of old comedians and stuff. The
Hmm.
Marx Brothers, Jerry Lewis and stuff.
Right.
And so that kind of, and I loved comics. I loved
Hmm.
comics that made me laugh and stuff.
Hmm.
And so with my fine art painting, for the most part, I do it in a more cartoony style.
Okay.
I basically just something that makes me laugh. That's what I want to put in my painting and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, just as a relief from the
Yeah.
politics that I put. So like my fine arts, I was telling a fellow artist,
Hmm.
my fine arts is my responsibility to myself.
Okay.
My cartoons are my responsibility to the community.
Oh, okay.
So things I think are important issues, I put in the cartoons.
Right.
But things that I want just for myself, I put in my fine art and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, because you're right. In some ways, it's healing and
Hmm.
stuff, right?
Hmm.
I don't think the paintings themselves are healing and stuff. I just want to make you laugh. But painting it is kind of healing for me. It's an escape and
It
stuff.
does. One of your painting that struck me most
Oh,
is a painting like you were saying an artist is by itself
yeah,
and it's lonely, so you need to make some artist friends.
yeah,
That just talked to me a lot. Like, yeah, we are artists and we tend to just stay at home looking at our canvas and
yeah,
brush. We don't talk to people.
yeah, yeah. It's lonely and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I always think it's better, like in arts and stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, the Impressionists, the ones who hung out together, they tended to live a long life.
Right.
But then Van Gogh was stuck in a sanitarium and stuff, and he died
Yeah.
young, right?
Yes.
Or like Picasso, he was in the left bank.
Hmm.
After he would take walks to different art studios and see what everybody
Mm.
else is doing. That was kind of
Right.
cool and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I think like it's good to be around, like hanging out with you when you're in and stuff, or listening to your ideas.
Mhm.
It's a good way to learn and
It
stuff.
does.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and yeah, I was reading a book about how Japanese people live a long life.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
of
yeah.
them live 119 years old. And the
Oh,
secret of it is like the relationship. In their
oh,
community, they all take care of each other and
yeah,
they only do things that they love. They do gardening, some of them paint and they just
yeah,
do things they enjoy for a
yeah,
long time that keep them alive and
yeah,
keep
yeah.
them moving.
Yeah, one of the things I learned in Silicon Valley, and especially when I was young, I would go to parties and everybody was an engineer, and they're nice people, but everything they would say would go way over my head
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff. And so, but when you're with artists, you got to talk about something you're interested in.
Yes.
So that was the thing. My wife's an engineer, and
Mhm.
she gets tired of listening to other engineers. So she likes to, she actually likes listening to other artists talk because they're talking about something that's different.
Oh.
So like yeah, like you and Orsi or say,
Yeah.
nature and
Yeah.
stuff. All these different things, experimenting with that. All of these things are just different and stuff,
Right.
and it's I think high tech is nice and it's
Mhm.
important,
Mhm.
but it can be cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Whereas with the arts and stuff, it's kind of a warm thing and
Yes.
stuff. Is that it touches. Not all art does that, but the best art it touches some, or even with me, I'm sure there's a painting of mine that touches somebody, somewhere and
It
stuff, right?
does. It does. It
Yeah,
touched me.
yeah. But I think that art does that. The best art, it connects you with a viewer who has a similar experience or
Right.
something. Or that's why I was asking you about like what venue helps you connect to a person
Mhm.
who will like your art and
Yes.
stuff, because that's important, right?
It does. It does.
But that's because I had a talk.
Mhm.
Sometimes somebody sees something in your art
Mhm.
that you weren't thinking about,
Right.
and then from once you hear that,
Mhm.
from now on, you know you whenever you think about your painting and stuff, when you're painting,
Mhm.
you think about that thing that person said that you
Right.
never thought of before and
It's
stuff, right?
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's all about the feeling of the viewer, and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Has that been when you do exhibits and you talk to people who look at your art, has that been the most rewarding? Is doing the art okay, doing the art's important, but listening to how somebody responds to your art, is that equally important?
That's interesting question.
Like if somebody says, "Oh, I saw something in your art that really touched me because I'm going through this process or whatever, like
Mm,
I've death in the family, or
mhm.
I just need peace and stuff." And
Yeah.
is that rewarding too for you?
Yeah, it's normally the other way around. So
Oh,
for my experience, I had a couple of friends ask me for a commission painting,
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
they will tell me why this painting is important for me. They will tell me their idea. Sometimes we do sketching, and then they will show me the reference
oh yeah,
photo.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
when we're talking about the art that I'm creating for them, they
yeah,
told me about their history with the family, their history with the country they came from, the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
culture
yeah,
they came from. And I just feel like it adds meaning when I'm painting commission painting.
yeah,
Yeah, I know what I'm painting and I can imagine if I were in that person's shoe.
yeah.
Like one of my friends, she bought a house and she asked me to paint the Fuji mountain.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah,
a photo she took
yeah,
during a travel in Japan.
yeah.
So I can envision I'm her sitting in her new home, looking at the Fuji mountain painting of mine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
why? What do I want to convey? I want to convey serenity, and when
Oh,
she's looking at Fuji mountain, it brings serenity to her. Things
yeah.
like that connect us.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, but yeah, it's something you don't expect, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I do commission paint. Usually, when I do paintings that are realistic,
Mhm.
it's just because I need to buy. Somebody's birthday's coming up or somebody's anniversary, you know. I do get a sense of. I try to get a really good photograph that says something about the person, because
Mm.
most people, they're not really good. When they take a photograph, they just, it's quick, you know, and stuff. But I try to find a good photograph that I can actually that says something about the person.
Right.
Yeah, and stuff. That's not always easy.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the portrait you painted recently? The one with the Mickey Mouse or
This
Disney?
Disneyland. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a commission and stuff.
Mhm.
So what happened was, Chopsticks Alley Art
Mhm.
is a gallery in downtown San Jose,
Mhm.
and they specialize in Asian American art, which since you should actually apply.
I know.
The thing with them is it depends on the theme.
Okay.
If there's a theme that they're looking for, that your paintings, they it's applicable,
Mhm.
go for it. So
Okay.
they're wonderful. Trammy, the owner, she's
Yeah.
wonderful and stuff.
Yes.
It's
Thanks.
just my art doesn't always fit the theme, but
Right.
so they had a 5th year anniversary,
Mhm.
and one of the people won a prize, and the prize was me painting a portrait of the family.
Oh
And so
wow,
they,
such an
they it took them,
honor.
yeah. And so for a while, I kind of thought they forgot about it, but then they 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 send me a message saying, "Oh, we didn't forget and stuff, and here's a picture." And
Uh-huh.
they just took a picture, and they gave me like 5 or 6, and that was the one I liked the best,
Oh, okay.
because it was a challenge.
It does.
It
So
was a
many
big,
people in the picture.
yeah, it was a big challenge, and I had to do the castle, and I don't really do architecture in my paintings and stuff. But I always think that if you're an artist, you can get stuck doing the same thing. You
Right.
need to stretch
Yes.
and do something that you're not comfortable doing.
Yes.
So that's the only way you can improve, right?
Yes.
So